Knives out for Prince Andrew as King demands he leave Windsor home. Greetings from royal family at my channel. Duke of York is refusing to budge from his 20-year residence, and he fears the royals may turn off the utilities to get him out. According to reports, the Duke of York is steadfastly refusing to leave Royal Lodge, putting him in direct conflict with his brother. According to reports, he has lived on the 98-acre Windsor estate for more than 20 years and has refused the king's invitation to leave. The Duke's annual grant of £249,000 was reduced earlier this year by the newly crowned monarch, thus pricing him out of the upkeep of the 30-room mansion. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel. After the Queen Mother passed away in 2002, the Duke moved into the Grade AI-listed mansion in Windsor Great Park and signed a 75-year lease. The Duke depends on the allowance because he no longer performs frontline royal tasks. But due to his connections to the convicted billionaire and child molester Jeffrey Epstein, he was forced to leave the family's employ in 2019. Since then, he has lived in his Windsor house and has largely avoided the media. The Duke is reportedly depressed and refusing to budge from the home, which is said to have been set aside for the Prince and Princess of Wales and their offspring, according to a friend who spoke to the Mail on Sunday. He is very delicate, a buddy told the newspaper. He won't talk to anyone. For the last 20 years, this has been the family's residence. Is it truly a good idea to evict him? He's worried that the knives are out now that the coronation is over. They continued. He fears that the royals may even shut off the utilities in an effort to get him out of there. However, we're dealing with people here, not property. The Duke is obligated to pay the ancient building's enormous renovation expenditures as part of his leasing agreement with Royal Lodge. The Duke has stated he can no longer afford the upkeep, however, as a result of the king cutting his stipend from the Duchy of Lancaster in an effort to create a more cost-effective, slimmed-down monarchy. The king has designated Frogmore Cottage, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's old Windsor residence, as an alternative for Prince Andrew. The royal was believed to have given the Sussexes until after his coronation, which Prince Harry attended last weekend without his bride, but it is believed that he requested them to leave the 5-bedroom Georgian cottage around the time when Spare, the Duke's memoir, was published in January. While this is going on, concerns have been expressed regarding where the Duchess of York, Prince Andrew's divorcee, will reside if they are required to leave Royal Lodge. It is improbable that the pair would cohabitate at the much smaller Frogmore Cottage, since they now reside in different wings of the Windsor residence. It is known that while Buckingham Palace initially insisted that the Duke and Duchess of York vacate the estate by September, they have since come to terms with the impossibility of such a tight timeline. Prince Andrew is said to have received a reduced salary and a property as a promise from the king, who is also said to have agreed to pay privately for the Duke's protection, which is thought to cost £3 million a year after the Property Office fired his Scotland Yard bodyguards. The monarch would not abandon his brother homeless or penniless, according to royal sources. While talks over the Windsor estate are ongoing, the Duke of York is reportedly irritated that he cannot address the matter directly with his brother. In order to strike a compromise, a friend of Prince Andrew told the Mail on Sunday that face-to-face discussions might be more effective. One person told the newspaper, "Aren't there better ways to go about it if Charles wants Andrew to play ball and help the family through these trying times? Why not sit down and talk like decent people? Perhaps Andrew should be informed if they require the house for William," they continued.